Today, we are talking about the three fastest ways to build a profitable brand right here, right now, from wherever you are, and how most female entrepreneurs are scared as heck to do this. So, I wanted to speak about this morning because I've been having many conversations with female entrepreneurs over the past couple of weeks, also over the past decade, but over the past couple of weeks, where they're expressing their frustrations and their concerns about how to become seen, how to become heard, and how to become profitable, not pricing themselves accordingly, afraid to increase prices, afraid to jump on social media, afraid to share the messages that are going to take their brand beyond just the borders that it's currently stuck in, and how to just be the best version of their self, right? So I'm not going to drag you along with what those three fastest ways are. I'm going to tell you what they are immediately. And then we're going to go into it just a little bit so that you can begin to become seen, heard, and profitable, and hopefully get rid of some of that overwhelm that you've been experiencing that is keeping you from jumping on social, keeping you from increasing your prices, and keeping you from becoming that vision, that version of yourself that you see as a female entrepreneur, and just a woman. So those three ways are uh, beliefs, pricing model, addressing your beliefs, addressing your pricing model, and addressing your visibility, right? The three fastest ways, super fast ways that most female entrepreneurs are typically very scared or fearful of to becoming seen, heard, and profitable, manifesting that seen, heard, and profitable brand are beliefs, pricing model, and visibility. Now, the reason why I always like to start with beliefs is because your beliefs are really going to show you where you are, or rather, where you are shows you where your beliefs are. So, people who have prices that are low priced, right? Or low prices on their programs, their products, their services, their offering. And then someone like me comes along and says, it's time for you to increase your prices. It's typically a struggle back and forth. There's like a tug, a dance that we're doing where they're telling me, no, I don't know. People are not going to be able to afford that. But what are they getting for that? So on and so forth. It's not about what it is that a person is getting, right? Right? I know you're working on becoming, but it's not about what your clients, your customers, your audience, it's not about what they're getting. It's about who you're helping them become. It's about who, if you're B2B, who you're helping, that other business owners, that other companies, what you're helping them become, how you are helping them transform. So a lot of times we like to focus on the getting aspect, the deliverables, what someone is getting. But what we should be focused on is the transformation. Anytime I deliver a proposal to someone in the past, when it came to marketing or branding, I don't focus on the deliverables, right? If they ask, I will give them the deliverables, but that's not what we focus on. What we focus on is what you're about to become, who you're about to become. For example, the name of our accelerator program for female entrepreneurs is Seen, Heard, and Profitable. You know right off the bat what you're about to come. You're about to become seen, heard, and profitable. I haven't had not one customer, one client, one potential that I've spoken to for the Seen, Heard, and Profitable Accelerator ask me, what am I going to get? They don't ask me, what am I going to get? Because they know who they are going to become and what their business is going to become. Seen, heard, and profitable. So when you're out here talking to your potential clients, your future clients, I want you to reframe, reshift your thinking from what a person is getting, right, to who it is they are becoming, to help them understand the value of what it is that you are about to deliver into their lives, into their businesses, how you're about to help them transform. This is a real game changer as when it comes to you in your business and how you're delivering, but also in the client's business, in the customer's business. And the women that I work with mostly are like other coaches, other consultants, authors, mental health professionals, some brick and mortars, but mostly they're people that are building a personal brand. So even if they have their own storefront, they still are utilizing their personal brand to build that storefront. So this information is really valuable for someone who is building their personal brand, looking to become seen, heard, and profitable. So we start with beliefs because when you're told to raise your prices, or when you're told to get out there on social media and you're told you need to, go live, do reels, hop on YouTube, all of the things, if your mind can't conceive it, if your mind cannot conceive that anybody actually cares about what it is you're going to say, that anybody will actually be willing to pay the prices that you're being swayed, persuaded, informed, guided, taught to price, it's going to be hard for you to sell it. And what's going to happen, what's going to come back to you, is going to be that it didn't work for you. You're going to get the results that it didn't work for you because you couldn't believe it. So I like to um, help my clients develop what I call a manifest her software, right? And this manifest her software is customizable. It's not a one size fits all. There's a formula that I have, but it's really going to be developed based on your vision of your life and the version of yourself that you are looking to reach, right? That you're looking to manifest. So, the first thing, short version, the first thing we do is work on our belief system so that we can receive all of that vision that we have to become a profitable brand, to become seen, heard, and profitable. We work on our beliefs first, reprogramming, rewiring, downloading into our mind, body, and spirit a wealthy software so that when wealth, when profitability comes, when manifestations arrive, when they come, you don't woo them away with your lack of a powerful belief system for what it is you say you want. That's one. Number two is going to be visibility. Now, I cannot tell you honestly how, like, my career has taken lots of different turns over the last 13 years. And I've done, some of everything, not like some of everything in marketing and business, from basic marketing to social media marketing to brand development to content marketing, content management, speaking, all of these things, right? And there is one thing I can definitely tell you without a shadow of a doubt in the last 13 years that sticks out for female entrepreneurs. And that is not wanting to be in front of the camera, being afraid of social media, being afraid of what people are going to think, what people are going to say about them, about does anybody really care? What do I have to say? Does my voice matter? Do I have words of value? This concept, this setback can be fueled by imposter syndrome, right? But it really comes back down to the belief system. What are you believing? Are you just are you just, taking whatever other people says? Are other people's opinions more important than your own? And one of the tools that I like to use to help female entrepreneurs combat this whole concept that they don't want to be on camera, they don't want to be seen, and they don't want to be heard, right? Is to look at your future self. 9 times out of 10, when I ask female entrepreneurs to look at the future self, what does your future self look like? What is your future self doing? What is she thinking? What does she have? How does she show up in the world? That future woman, that woman that they see in their future, that they're bringing forth into their new reality, is not afraid of social media. She's not afraid of social media. She doesn't mind picking up her phone and going live. She doesn't mind, posting photos of herself. She doesn't mind. So the disconnect is that they don't feel like that woman now, right? And so they're waiting and waiting until they get to another place in order to enact and bring forth that vision in the now. Now, the funny thing is that there's no way for you to reach that other woman, the woman you see in your mind that you're trying to bring into manifestation, that you are bringing into manifestation. There's no way for you to bring her into manifestation if you don't take the actions that she has taken to get to where she is as you right now. So once we dispel the myth or the untruth that you're afraid of social media or you don't want to be seen because your future self is seen and heard, now we can begin to reverse engineer and work backwards so that we can combat that belief system that I don't want to be seen and I don't want to be heard, and start shifting our beliefs by providing evidence that we matter, our voice matters, what we are contributing to the world matters, and we harden that evidence into fact and into truth to form our new beliefs and to form a new set of patterns, practices, habits, and standards. So, again, first, beliefs are first. Then visibility is second. Getting out there and letting yourself be seen and be heard. Contrary to folks' belief, most folks think that I am an extrovert, that I love getting in front of the camera because I'm good at it, that I love to do all of the visible social things because I'm good at it. But the truth is that maybe 13, 14 years ago, I saw a tool. And it was social media. And I was thinking, how am I going to get this message that I have out across the world? How am I going to do this? And that tool was social media, and it was free. And I could put stuff out all the time without anybody stopping me. And I didn't need to pay for advertising just yet. I didn't need to do any of that stuff. So I utilized the tool. And I did at first have the thoughts, oh my God, what are people going to think? What are people going to say? But one day I just told myself, who cares? I don't care. What I care about is this purpose, this divine purpose, this ordained purpose that I know is on my life to do the things that I came here to do as designed by God. So you have to work on your belief system so you can get to a space where you are not concerned about what other people think, but you're more concerned about what your future self thinks and your current self thinks. Your future self is waiting on you, girl. She waiting on you right now. She's saying, dang, I'm here. I'm waiting on you to catch up. I want you to be here and experience this. But in order for you to experience it, you're going to have to shift your beliefs. You got to level up and think how I'm thinking. You got to start moving how I'm moving. You got to start surrounding yourself with the people that I'm surrounding myself with, because that's the only way you're going to get here. You got to start showing up on social media the way I show up on social media, because that's the only way you're ever going to reach my destination. This is what your future self is saying to you right now. So, in order to manifest this profitable brand that you see in your mind, that is real. I don't want you to think it's a figment of your, imagination, even though it is a part of your imagination, but it's real, right? And can be even more real by coming right here into your physical hands right now. Is one, you got to upgrade your beliefs. Two, you got to get out of your own way and allow your brand to become seen and heard. Now, next, we're going to get into the profitability. And everybody loves to get into the money, right? Everybody loves to get into the money, but nobody loves to get into the money. Because again, what I observed, what I have become obsessed with is women becoming who they deserve to become. All the wishing and hoping that you have for this version of yourself. You want to become this version of yourself, but you're not coming to the table and not even asking for, but requiring what you deserve. You're saying things like if and try and maybe and if I just can, and approaching your business and your brand like scared little sheep. And I get it. It's scary. It can be intimidating. But the only way for you to get over that fear, that intimidation, and that scarcity mindset is to approach it boldly, to approach it powerfully, to shift those beliefs from I'm not sure, maybe if, to no, I am, and be consistent in what it is that you are speaking and telling yourself, so that it begins to turn into evidence every time someone says yes. Every time you do a thing like hopping on social, you beat out that old version of yourself that used to tell you you're never going to be profitable, you're never going to have a successful business, you're never going to be able to do the things, no one is ever going to listen to you. You beat out that person. You beat that version of yourself out and create new evidence for seen, heard, and profitability to arrive, actually. So, profitability, getting into the profitability. You upgraded your beliefs, you get invisible on social media, and now you want to become profitable. Becoming profitable, there are a lot of different steps, right? But the most basic step that I ask you to invoke in your business right now, this Monday morning, starting today for the rest of this week, is to price yourself accordingly. Don't price yourself. Change your prices today. Don't price yourself at what you think people will pay. Don't price yourself at how much you think you can get. Don't price yourself at, well, this is even what the market says. Don't price yourself at this is the trend in pricing. Look at the value that you are giving, that you are creating for the people that you have created the thing for. What is the value that you are giving them, right? How are you helping them become the best, the next level, the highest version of their self or their business, whether it's B2B or B2C? How are you helping them to become? And a really awesome way for you to focus on how you are helping them to become is to look at what is missing in the marketplace. What gift, what skill set is inside of you that no one else has? What is the missing link, the missing puzzle that is you and your gifts, your skill set, your life, your business to create a full puzzle in the marketplace? So you cannot price yourself based on someone else's prices or someone else's system, because you're supposed to be providing a missing link. You're supposed to be the puzzle piece that's been missing all of this time. So you're supposed to show up uniquely, differently than anyone else in the marketplace, right? So when it comes to profitability, I want you to do three things that is most commonly overlooked. One, before you price anything, don't price just to price. One, I want you to look at the cost. What does it cost you to deliver the thing? Whether it's a product or a service, whether it's tangible or like physical, whether it's virtual, out there in the spiritual world, whatever it is, look at the cost. What does it cost you to deliver that? And then after you look at the cost of what it costs you to deliver said thing, said product or service, then I want you to look at the marketplace, see what other people are delivering, how you can deliver better, how you can not deliver more, because the words deliver more are confusing because then you think you need to give more stuff. I just mean, how can you deliver more? How can you be of more value than everyone else in the marketplace? And then you're going to increase that price 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times. It's up to you, girlfriend. I know this part is really hard to identify, but there is somebody out there. There are a group of somebodies out there that you serve who is willing to pay you 10 times what it costs you to create the product. 100 times what it costs you to create the product. That is what high-end luxury products and services are, right? When people talk about, oh, I don't know all the things, but their Hermes bag and their Gucci this and their Louis that, it might have only cost those companies, $100 to create a thing, but then they exacerbate the price by 1,000%. And there are people willing to pay it. So I want you to believe for yourself that there are people willing to pay you top dollar for the value that you are bringing to their life or business to help them transform and become the highest version of their self or their business imaginable. I want you to get out here on social media, out here in the world, find your target audience, your target community, the leaders in that industry. And I want you to build relationships with them. Talk to them. Talk back to yourself so you get the courage and the bravery to go talk to them. And then I want you to focus in on pricing yourself unfearfully. Price yourself according to your value and believe in your value. Believe in your value. Your value is unique. Your value matters. And really be intentional about how you're showing up for your customers and your clients. So go ahead and increase those prices this week. Upgrade those beliefs this week. Start becoming more seen and heard this week, and watch how you go from not being seen, not being heard, and not being profitable in a matter of days to becoming seen, heard, and profitable. If you're ready to take your seen, heard, and profitability to the next level, visit manifesthermedia.com and you can put in an application to become a part of our next Seen, Heard, and Profitable Accelerator, which is starting in September. I'm so excited. I look forward to seeing you kick down some doors, go forth boldly, and eradicate that poverty season you've been living in, because poverty season is officially over. Let's go.